Welcome to the stock workout where we flex on the market to make gains. In this video, I'm going to be talking about Plug Power, ticker symbol PLUG. Now, I previously covered this and I identified that this was a bottom. In the last couple of weeks, we have slowly but steadily been rising since then, so this is brilliant to see. As you all know, they had their restatement for their financials, so I think that boosted investor confidence in this as well. And you can see that this bottomed out here and we have been climbing since then. So I'm going to go over two quick articles. I'll leave the link in the description down below. And we'll quickly go through that and then we're going to take a look at the technicals and the charts. So to start off with, this is an article from Investor Place. It says, can Plug Power continue its rally into June and beyond? So it gives a basic overall analogy of Plug Power and what's happened. So I'm just gonna go through what is more recent. It just goes through their restatement and what happened, blah blah blah. If we go further down, you can see the bottom line here. Plug Power remains one of the go-to plays for clean energy investors interested in the hydrogen space. It is a company with a massive cash balance of more than $5 billion and otherwise solid growth numbers. It goes on to say that it hasn't turned a profit over the past decade, and bears are quick to point this out. And then it goes on to say that, however, with massive investment in a hydrogen future, there's reason for investors to be hopeful this time. It's going to be different. Plug Power stands to benefit from a revolution that's had a very difficult time getting off the ground for a very long time. If the tides really do finally turn in favor of hydrogen fuel cell stocks, Plug's potential is impressive at these levels. Then it says, additionally, momentum seems to have turned around for hypergrowth stocks in recent weeks. As you can see from the charts, we have been picking up from the bottom. Any sector with valuations driven mainly by market sentiment will likely see outsized moves one way or another. If the market changes its mind again on plug stock, June could be a very good month for investors. So far, we've had a very good past few weeks as well. Then it says, that said, it's important to emphasize that plug stock remains highly speculative today. That said, those with faith in hypergrowth spaces have done much better than agnostics of late. Maybe taking a leap of faith will pay off this time. So this is an article from Investor Place. It talks about where their stock was, how it dropped. It goes on to their financial restatements, but this is the latest part that I've just read out to you guys. So from this, yeah, we know this already, that hypergrowth stocks have done much better than many other stocks, and really you're investing in technology and investing in Plug Power's market share that they could potentially have. So really, when you buy this stock, you're buying this stock for the potential the company has. So you have to be forward thinking. Obviously, bears have a different train of thought. So yeah, as I said, bears are bears. Um, on the next article, this is from Benzinga. It says why BTIG is bullish on Plug Power and Nikola. So over here, it's a short article. It says an analyst at BTIG, however, is unequivocally bullish on the two equities. The EV stock analyst Gregory Lewis initiated coverage of both Nikola and Plug Power with buy ratings. The analyst has an $18 price target for Nikola shares and a $40 price target for Plug Power. So it says here the Nikola takeaways. Nikola is looking to disrupt the heavy duty Class 8 trucks market with the Nikola Tree battery electric truck, with the first deliveries targeted by year end, Lewis said in a note. The Nikola 2 hydrogen fuel cell vehicle is scheduled for a mid 2023 launch. So, common sense, mid 2023, if Nikola are going to launch their fuel cell vehicle, hydrogen fuel cell vehicle, Plug Power, if they get in on that, then it is very good for the company. But this analyst has a $40 price target for Plug Power. So these are the two articles that I wanted to point out. Now, if we go back to Plug Power, so $40 is up here. This is the analyst price target. So that still gives you over 30% gains from where we're at now. That's 30% from where we're at now, but from this low that I pointed out before, let's see how much of a gain that was. So if you go from the low here to where we are now at around this $30.70 mark, that was a 67% gain. That was a 67% gain from the low to now. And if you've got another 30% gain to come from where the price is now, then that is absolutely huge. So, you know, for those that bought this dip, and a lot of institutions did, and I pointed that out in my previous video, they've absolutely smashed it. 67% from the low to where we are today. It's slowly just been climbing in the past few weeks. So that is brilliant to see. That is totally brilliant to see. So I've got the daily chart up here. We'll do a bit of technical analysis. I've got the daily chart up here. I have got the 21-day EMA, the 50, 100, and 200-day moving averages, along with the volume, the RSI as well. Now, on this daily chart, you can see that slowly and slowly we have been climbing higher and higher, and you can see that this 21-day EMA has started to curl upwards. One thing I do want to point out is if I just zoom in here, you can see that the 50-day moving average has crossed below the 200-day moving average. However, at this price, $30.70, and the previous trading day before that as well, and the day before that, the stock has closed in a price that's higher than both the 50-day moving average, and now it's closed right at the 200-day moving average. So that is very, very good to see. This is the daily chart. I'm going to switch over to the hourly chart as well, because there's something that I want to show on that chart too. But so that's a very good indication right there. That's a very good indication. RSI sat at 60 on the daily. It's really good in my opinion. Since the low here, RSI has been picking up because people have been buying more shares. There's been more interest in it since they've had their financial restatement all sorted out. Volume on the last trading day, which was a Friday, was 40 million. Average volume in the last 10 days was 38 million. Market cap sat at about 17.5 billion. But this is the main thing that we do want to see. We want to see that 21-day EMA cross over the 50-day. The 100-day moving average is up here, this purple line here. We want to see this 21-day EMA, this white line, cross over all three moving averages. Now it's very close to crossing over that 50-day moving average, and the stock price has closed above that 50-day and at the 200-day moving average, which is also a very good indication. Now, I've drawn a Fibonacci retracement. Previously, I did indicate here that we had bottomed out over here at the 78% Fibonacci retracement. Since that bounce, we have been increasing in the price, and now we are approaching the 61% Fibonacci retracement. That comes in at $31.29. That is going to act like the first level of resistance. That is a price point that we need to break through. $31.29. So I'll just mark that on the chart. Right, I've approximately marked it here at $31.25, close enough to $31.29. That's our first line of resistance. So that is a price point that we do need to break through. If we do get rejected from that, we may see the stock price bounce between both of these Fibonacci retracements. However, with everything that's going well for Plug Power now that they've got their financial restatement sorted, I do expect this to break through that resistance level. Now I've zoomed in a bit here. The first level of support, I would take it at where we had a previous mini bounce from here. That would be my first immediate level of support, and that comes in at $23.60. So it is quite a few dollars below, but that would be my first level of support currently. After that, your next level of support comes in at, if I just zoom out, it comes in at this 78% Fibonacci retracement, which is at about $19.23. So two levels of support there, $23.60. Keep an eye out that we don't break below that. If you do, you might see the price come down to around $19. But I believe that we are going to break through this resistance at $31 around 25 cents. So now if I get rid of this Fibonacci retracement, you can see both of these price points I've marked on this chart here. And now I am going to switch over to the hourly chart. So here, taking a look at the hourly chart, you can see that we have been hovering around this $31.25, maybe just slightly higher, but that is our first level of resistance at the moment. This was the low that I pointed out on the daily chart, but what I did want to show everybody on this hourly chart is the fact that the 21-day EMA, which is this white line here, it has crossed over the 50, 100 and 200-day moving averages. So this orange line, this purple line and this red line, the 21-day EMA, has crossed over all three. That is a very, very bullish signal. It happened sort of around this area here in these past couple of weeks here. Slowly but surely this stock price has been edging higher and higher, and now we are above all three moving averages. It just shows that on a microscopic level the bulls are in control. And as I showed you on the daily chart as well, which is a sort of a bigger picture, you know, the stock price has closed above that 50-day moving average and the 200-day moving average, which is another good indication. So my perspective on this is that the bulls are now back in control and this will continue moving higher. I mean, so what I've done now is I've gone onto the 5-minute chart here, just to see the past few days, and it just seems like we've just been producing bullish flags and pennants back to back on a daily basis. So as you can see here, flagpole here, consolidation of price, and we gapped up. We gapped up here, and another pole here, consolidation of price here. That day was a little bit funny. We did have a downturn in the price again. However, if you take a look at both days, you can see that, yep, a pole here and a little bit of consolidation of price, and then we gapped up once again. But on this one here, we do have a pennant formation and a breakout here. However, we weren't able to break out above this $31.78 or $31.80 point on that day. So we did test that, we got rejected. We had another sharp increase in price, and now we're having consolidation of that price, but this is all healthy chart action. So I do expect this price to break through this first line of resistance. I'll just move it slightly higher here, at around this $31.80 point. I do expect us to break through that. So yeah, there you have it. Plug Power's looking really healthy on the charts. Past few weeks, price has been increasing. We have had a crossover of that 21-day EMA over the 50, 100 and 200-day moving averages on the hourly chart. Stock price has closed above the 50-day and 200-day moving average on the daily chart, but we're just looking for that 21-day EMA to cross over their moving averages, and then we are absolutely 100% confirmed in bullish territory. However, even on the hourly chart, we are in bullish territory at the minute, so it's all good things to come for Plug. With analysts, what was that analyst that I pointed out before, from what was it from? It was from BTIG. Set the price target at $40. That's a 30% increase from now, and I already showed you from the low to where we are now, that was about a 60% increase. So you can't go wrong really. That's it for this video. If you appreciate that, hit that subscribe button, drop the video a like, and I'll see you on the next one.